Yes, literally every officer will be impacted by this to meet the demands set forth in that 106-page agreement. And here's how we'll break it down. We'll start with talking about the use of weapons. Right off the bat, the DOJ says officers should do everything they can to de-escalate a situation. Eventually, if officers even point their gun at someone, they'll have to report it as a use of force. If they use their stun gun at all, they'll have to report that as well. Bottom line, APD will have to establish guidelines for every single weapon they have and make sure officers only have the weapons they need. Now, if an officer does in fact use any sort of force, there will be a new protocol for how the department will investigate it. First, they'll have 72 hours to document it, and then a whole new force review board will have 30 days to review it and decide on it. What's more, every year APD will publish an annual report detailing how many uses of force there were citywide. And speaking of force, there is new training in the works for literally every officer from the top down. That training will supplement training officers that officers already receive, and it will make sure everyone, including supervisors, even the chief, follow the steps outlined in this entire agreement. Beyond that, the DOJ wants APD to restructure its specialized units and make sure they're held accountable. And there's one change that will start almost immediately. The Repeat Offender Project Unit, commonly known as ROPE, is gone within the next 90 days. And remember, that unit is where Officer Keith Sandy was assigned when he opened fire on a homeless camper, James Boyd, who later died. That shooting also showcases how the DOJ is forcing APD to train more officers on how to handle people who are in a mental health crisis. Now, if you have any doubts about these reforms, realize the city and the DOJ will agree to hire an independent monitor to make sure it all goes through. The goal, again, to make sure it's all in place 4 years from now. Ryan Luby, KOB Eyewitness News 4.